Allegations of human trafficking, drama over child abuse, and fiery interviews are just some of the things that have been happening as a part of the drama between the famed comedian Dave Chappelle and the legendary personality Oprah Winfrey. But how did this whole thing start? Is there any truth to these allegations, and if so, what is going to happen next? If you're wondering these questions, then you are not alone, and luckily for all of you, today we are going to be talking about it, so you better get ready, because this is going to get spicy. People who have been following entertainment news for a while now are no strangers to Dave Chappelle's reputation for exposing the Hollywood mafia. He has time and time again talked about the big guys in the industry are often like to control, bully, and manipulate newcomers, and as someone who has faced the industry since he was a teenager, let's just say that his allegations are not baseless. And over the years, one particular celebrity has often pointed out to be one of the core members of the Hollywood's mafia is Oprah Winfrey. It's no secret that Oprah is one of the biggest and most influential names in the entertainment industry and has been for decades, and during that time she has only further cemented her position as a philanthropist, humanitarian, and all-around people person. But while she's adored by millions of fans worldwide, there is a secret, darker side to Oprah that has gradually been coming to light, from allegations by former employees to the conduct of people around her, and yes, accusations by other industry figures like Dave Chappelle. There seems to be a troubling body of evidence that points toward Oprah being a little less than her charming self that most people are familiar with. Dave Chappelle himself has been a longtime believer in the fact that Oprah acts a sort of quote and unquote handler for Hollywood elites, meaning that she controls and manipulates rising industry stars for people in their inner circle. And in the past few years, it's been getting pretty hard to deny that. One of the biggest examples of a rising star suddenly being shot down because of Oprah didn't like them personally came from in the form of Monique, who starred in Oprah's production film, Precious, and while her performance got a ton of praise and greenlit her as a prominent actress when she refused to go on an unpaid tour with Oprah due to her already being engaged in a comedy tour, she was suddenly cut off from new positions. Not only that, Oprah cut ties with Monique all of a sudden and went as far to invite Monique's brother, who had molested her as a kid and was in prison for it, and her parents on the Oprah Winfrey Show publicly humiliating Monique without her consent. Then, there are the rumors surrounding Oprah's connection to notorious Hollywood criminals and human traffickers like Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein, both of them whom were allegedly chummy with their TV personality. These are far from the only times that Oprah has been connected with such shady actions in the industry, and the more that you look into it, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. All that to say that with all these things, it is pretty reasonable to come to the conclusion that parts of Oprah's life and businesses are less than ideal, or in some cases downright mean and awful, as Dave Chappelle and others have been saying. However, that doesn't mean that all of her fans are going to leave her as is. In fact, all allegations against her have grown. Her fandom has been quick to hurt, demean, and slander any people who criticize her, and Dave is at the top of that list. Not only has the comedic star been facing backlash and difficulty in maintaining his career, but he's also repeatedly said that he is afraid to criticize Oprah in fear of disappointing his fellow African Americans. And that is nothing compared to the stuff that Oprah herself has done over the years. One of the many things of her critics accuse her of is trying to show her enemies as mentally ill on live TV. And just a while after he made first accusations against Oprah, Dave was subjected to a very same scheme. During an interview on the Oprah Winfrey Show, the comedian talked about his recent decision to refuse a $50 million deal from Comedy Central because he didn't want to become entangled with the world Hollywood elites. And while he was talking about this, Oprah acted as though she had no idea what he was even referring to and went as far to undermine him on TV in front of millions of people. She has also said stuff that seems to have hinted at people like Chappelle, saying that people like him are having personal crises on their own and merely projecting them onto others. Everybody has difficult situations, everybody has crises, and that crisis is calling out to you that's saying who you are. And while that has made many people in the industry alienated from Chappelle, he is far from phased and continues to maintain his position, so let's just say that this matter is far from closed. With that, we must pass the question on to you. What do you guys think? Is Oprah really trying to control celebrities from behind the scenes? Let us know what you guys think about the whole situation in the comments down below. Click on one of the 4 videos on your screen right now.